Thank you for joining us on your number one favorite technology show on TV. My name is MD Tiamiyu. Welcome to Tech In, Tech Out. Today, as we do it, we're going to be giving you news from the foreign and local scene in the technology space, and then we get very real with interviews with professionals in the technology ecosystem. Before I share with you very exciting technological tips and tricks that will turn around your technology experience like this. On the news today, we're going to be highlighting how medical innovation took center stage at the recent wearable technology show. Again, we'll be talking about crowdfunding. That's a new concept in technology, and also how Elon Musk and Trump have challenges with selling cars in China. Don't go anywhere. Medical innovation took center stage at the recent wearable technology show. York University spin-out Clear Sky Medical Diagnostics unveiled their lead monitor wearable technology, and this particular device actually helps to measure the side effects of Parkinson's disease, and it was displayed at the show. In addition to BioLight exhibition, BioLight Technology Company actually exhibited their wireless smart thermometer temp seater. Also, a company called Mill displayed their new slice activity tracker and personal activity intelligence, also known as PAI Index. Xenxio, on the other hand, introduced its lab-on-skin wearable sensing platform, which helps to track biochemical information at the surface of the skin. Ladies and gentlemen, at this wearable technology show that I'm describing, the great speakers who were featured included Charles Lowy, the president of Telemedicine and eHealth section of the Royal Society of Medicine. We also had Thomas Keller, a senior director for digital trials at GlaxoSmithKline. During his speech, Keller's keynote address explored the contribution of wearable and sensor technology in clinical trials and impact of disposable multifunction wireless sensors. Having that on the healthcare professionals' ability to collect patient data and safely measure them accurately. Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever heard the term crowdfunding? Now, if you know crowdfunding very well, crowdfunding is a system where people gather online to contribute money towards a cause. But I want to tell you there's something really new in the technological space. It's called crowd gifting. Yes, that's how we do it on Tech In, Tech Out. Crowd gifting is actually gifting gifts to your friends and loved ones in a very much easier way. So when a couple gets married, instead of them going home to find 15 pieces of blender and 5 different sets of washing machines, which they probably do not need, a couple can come together and decide on the particular gift, maybe a trip to Bahamas, and then they put that online to allow their friends to crowd gift them that particular gift. So there are a couple of steps to take when you're crowd gifting. You can start a gift by creating your gift. You can also contribute to the gift. You invite others and send the gift. The beautiful part of crowd gifting is that the couple or the person who receives the gift can update contributors on how the money has been spent with pictures and moments from the experience. That is it for the news today. Ladies and gentlemen, this program continues, and in the next segment, I bring to you an interview with a professional in the ICT industry who will be talking to us about digital skills acquisition. Don't go anywhere. It's still your number one favorite technology show on TV. Tech In, Tech Out. Glad to have you back. It's still your number one technology show on TV. Tech In, Tech Out. I still remain your host, MD Tiamiyu, and today we are going to be focusing on another aspect of technology. You know how we do it in this segment. We get a resource person, a professional at that in the field of technology to tell us more about a particular topic. Today we are going to be dissecting the issue of digital skills acquisition. And ladies and gentlemen, I have a very, very renowned individual in the house in the person of Yusuf Oguntola. He is a software developer and a first-class graduate of computer science from the Ladoke Akintola University of Technology. He is a programmer of many languages. He programs in Java, Python, Django, and he also builds for Android. He joins me here in Lagos. Good morning, Yusuf.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Doing great.
Well done. So, welcome to Tech In, Tech Out. We're so excited to have you. Let's talk about digital skills.
It's so nice being here.
Oh, my pleasure. How is Lagos doing, first and foremost?
Well, we're enjoying the atmosphere down here.
Oh, great. So what are digital skills? Must you be a computer science student in university for you to acquire digital skills? What are digital skills to even start with?
Okay, so Mark Prensky said that there are two categories of people when it comes to digital skills. He says that we have some people who are digital immigrants and we have some people who are digital native. Digital immigrant people are those who were born before the advent of digital technology, while those who were born when digital information technology was in the vibe are known as digital native people. So it means that something spun out, something happened at the end of the day. So Cornell University have a definition for digital skills. They say that digital skills is the ability to be able to find, utilize, share, and create content using information technologies and the internet. So it simply implies that you have to be able to manage content using information technology. You should be able to find content, share those contents using technology. Any skill, any job that you do that entails all of these is what we refer to today as digital skills.
Wow, this is really, really interesting. So digital skills has to do with information, making use of information online. So
Exactly.
how do you, I know apart from being a computer science student when you were in school, how did you stumble upon digital skills?
Yeah, I could remember back in school, in the 100 level days, I met one of the gurus back in our school then, and he made a statement that I remember every time and I still tell people. He told me that when you are out of school, you are going to start looking for a job. But take note that the CV, the certificate that you get out of school will take you to the interview table, while what you have in your brain will take you through the interview table. It simply implies that you need two things. You need that certificate you are going to be getting from school, because those who will be interviewing you, they want to call you to that interview session based on what they read from your CV. But when they start questioning you at the interview table, they are going to put your CV beside. They're going to put your CV beside, and they are going to start asking you questions directly. They want to start telling them what you have in your brain. So this actually motivated me.
So your conversation with that guy motivated you to
motivated me to
get
start
to know
getting to know about digital skills.
All right.
I wanted to know really what is information technology, because back then most of us are actually digital immigrants.
Wow.
We most of what we do today does not even exist 10, 11 years ago.
True.
So we were in those age when you go and learn how to use Microsoft Word, you become a guru in your area. People in your village think, wow, this guy has arrived, because you know how to copy something to the disk. So, but when we got to school, we got to know that no, information technology is coming out, and in the next 10 years, something great is going to be happening. Now we are part of the news.
Wow, this is getting very interesting. How do you manage to put multiple programming languages in one head? I learned that you program in Java, Python, you also build for Android and .NET framework. How do you manage to code effectively in all of these languages?
When I started coding, I started learning with Java. So I believe that knowing Java quite well would help me grow the way I really want to. But when I got on IT, I went to meet a professional in the field. I wanted to know what was actually happening out there. I met someone who could actually code very well in more than 13 languages. And I was like, wow, are we living in the same world? So I started asking him questions. And one of those things I got to understand was the fact that when you get out there, what you are going to be doing is not defined by what language can you actually write in. What users want is solve a problem for us. So if what you know is just one language, you are creating a problem for yourself, because if that single language is not able to solve that problem, then you will not be able to do anything and you become useless.
So it's about being a problem solver, not
Exactly.
really I want to learn Java.
Not really about the programming
Not
language.
really about the programming language. Okay.
Solving that problem that the programming languages are actually built to solve.
Yeah. And then what you just said now, I can infer that almost every programming language has a limit of its own.
Exactly. When you are going into web development, Java programmers struggle with their Java EE. They spend days, weeks, months to churn out a single blog. And you see that there are a lot of interesting frameworks. Yes, Spring is there, other frameworks are there, but when you look at Django as an example, you will see that what you would do using Spring in 2 weeks, a Django developer would do it in 2 days. So why wasting your time when there are interesting libraries and frameworks already built out there by geeks? And these technologies are actually made by the geeks for the geeks.
Yusuf, before we take a quick break, I want you to tell me how important is it for individuals beyond just being computer science or people around the technology ecosystem? How important is it for viewers at home to acquire digital skills in the 21st century?
So there is the valid argument today that digital skills has found its way into every job out there. It simply implies that for you to be able to be the hot person for every job now, you have to ensure yourself with the appropriate digital skills. Why wouldn't you even get these skills and start making money on your own?
Wow, this is a talking point right now. Why wouldn't you get digital skills? You know how we do it right here, ladies and gentlemen. It's still your number one technology show on TV. Tech in, tech out. Welcome back, and that is it from the street. So we still have Yusuf Oguntola in the studio with us. It's been a very, very interesting conversation. Yusuf, you were talking about learning Java programming. How and where do they start from?
So luckily for us today, we have a lot of organizations, NGOs that has come out with opportunities for young people to learn programming. However, I think too many people are in this industry today and they are thinking that they can actually grab these skills in few weeks. No, it actually doesn't work that way.
When people hear digital skills, it begins to look like it's just about programming, and that word alone kind of tunes some people off. What other aspects of digital skills do we have?
We have digital marketing. That is on the rampage. A lot of organizations out there want to make noise. They want people to know, they want to sell their markets. So if you are a digital marketer, you are going to make a good deal signing up with those organizations. We also have the social media noise makers. I call them noise makers. A lot of organizations has a role mapped around this. Some people call it social media managers. They give it different names. So what usually they have to do is to manage the reputation of these organizations. You are going to be out there managing the inbound traffic to the organization. You are going to be looking at what people are saying about the organization. You are going to be telling people what you want them to know about the organization. You're going to be the one managing their Twitter, being the one managing their Facebook and others. This is also one role that almost every big organization today wants someone in to come and fill. We have the graphics artists. We have the UI UX guys.
So what's the difference between graphic artist and the UI UX? Because sometimes it's just about semantics, but is there any major difference about?
Yeah, so the major difference between graphics and UI UX guys is that the graphics guy, they just do the basics design. You want to have a banner on your Facebook page, they give you this banner. You want to have a new banner on your website, they give you this banner. But UI UX guy can help you dissect your whole website. They give you the wireframes of how your website will really look like. They help you design this, churn it out, and then you can convert that into codes that will now run as your website design at the end of the day. So that's the major difference between UI UX guy. Now the problem today now is the fact
and what is UI, what's UX?
Thank you. So UI means user interface, UX is user experience.
Oh, excellent.
A lot of people today call themselves UX when they only know UI. Because for you to have UX, to be a UX guy, you need to know emotional intelligence. You have to be able to think the way users will think. Why do I have to put this button here? Would it be so conspicuous? Will users be able to easily know what this button would do if it is up here? Should I put it down? And all of those other thinking that you're going to be doing for the user. So this qualifies as a UI UX guy. Now, a lot of people just know how to design. They are supposed to be called graphics artists, but they call themselves UI UX. Well, the industry is growing very wide. There is a very thin line between graphics artists and UI UX, and we are managing them like that.
Oh, great. So, Yusuf, just before we go, we have young people who are watching us. Is it worth it to go study computer science, or should people just keep at what they like to study and then pick up digital skills to balance it up? Because a lot of people believe that children, to get into the digital world and become computer gurus, they must go study computer science in school. What is it? What is the balance for you?
So I would say that pick up whatever is your choice. The Mark Zuckerberg of today was a dropout. Most of those who you hear their names today, they didn't even get to study computer science. I can remember working with two good developers who actually studied computer science in school. Most of them that studied electrical engineering, some of them even studied agricultural science, and some other interesting. In fact, I have a medical doctor who is a programmer.
Wow.
And you see them, you feel like, how many years have you been programming? They tell you and you exclaim. So the fact still remains that go out there, run after your choice, study anything you think you want to study, because the truth of the matter is you can actually learn any of the digital skills side by side with your study in school.
So it's been a very wonderful, fantastic one. Thank you so much for joining me today, Yusuf.
It's a pleasure.
All right, God bless you. I hope if I invite you again, you come around.
With all pleasure.
All right, great. Ladies and gentlemen, we have been dissecting the idea of digital skills acquisition and how important it is for 21st century survival. I'm still your host, MD Temu, and this is your one and only favorite technology show on TV. You know how we do it right here on Tech In, Tech Out. Before we go, we're going to be sharing with you some amazing technological tips and tricks that will change your experience like this. Don't go anywhere. My name is MD Temu. I'll see you soon. Tech In, Tech Out. Glad to know that you are still with us on your favorite number one technology show on Aleeftvng. Tech In, Tech Out. This is that exciting part of the program where I get to share with you very amazing tips and tricks that will turn around your digital experience like this. Ladies and gentlemen, let's quickly go. Tip number one is a WhatsApp tip. Ladies and gentlemen, have you noticed that there are lots of WhatsApp nuisances? I tell you, they bombard you with broadcast messages on a daily basis, especially a lot of these messages you have received at different places, and this person is still bombarding you with it. You know what? This tip today is to make sure that you do not constitute a WhatsApp nuisance. So before you share that message, apart from confirming that it's genuine and real and also helpful to the person you want to send it to, you may just want to check if you have already sent it to that group or that person previously, or you may want to check if someone else has sent that same message to that group. It is not fun, ladies and gentlemen, receiving a repeated message from several sources and trying to deal with all sorts of messages. You sleep and wake up and you find thousands of messages on WhatsApp. It is not fun a lot of times. So if you have a message to share, these are the steps to confirm if the message already exists on the group or if you have already sent it to a recipient previously. All you need to do, step one, you highlight the message and copy it. This takes the text into the buffer memory of your phone. And before you dump that message on the group, go back to the home page of your WhatsApp. You are going to see a search button to the right. You click on search.
When you click on the search icon, it looks like a site icon really, and then you dump that message into that box or even a part of it. WhatsApp will search through your threads and show you the groups that already have that message or the people whom you have already sent that message to, and that way you can know whether to send or not to send. Because, ladies and gentlemen, let's be frank, it is not fun dealing with hundreds and even thousands of WhatsApp messages. That's tip 1. I hope you try it. I hope it makes your life more meaningful. If it works for you, feel free to share your excitement online via your social media platforms using the hashtag TechIn, as one word. That's tip 1. Tip 2, ladies and gentlemen, it's about digital skills. Today's episode already focused on the essence of digital skills acquisition. Google has gone so far with helping people, especially the African people, to jump on digital marketing. So there is a library online that is FREE, free for anybody who has a phone or a tablet or a laptop to jump on and connect and just learn digital marketing within weeks. Google Digital Skills is actually available at the beck and call of anyone who is interested. Here is the link. The link is quite simple. It is g.co/digital skills. It is a repository of online marketing tools and strategies that you as an individual can pick up. You don't need a computer science degree to be able to use this. All you need to do is open your mind and be interested. Within a week or 2 weeks, you can complete all of the syllabus available and you can begin to get a job as a digital marketer or a social media officer somewhere, because Google also gives you a certificate online that you can print. And guess what? Again, I repeat, the service is absolutely free. Before I go, I want to stress the link for those who didn't get it the very first time. The link to the Google Digital Skills Library is G for Google.co/digital skills. If it works for you, I want to see your excitement online. Feel free to share your experience using the hashtag TechIn, as one word. That's it for tips and tricks on your favorite #1 technology show on Aleeftvng. Tech out. You know how we do it. Before we go, the quote for today is by a man called Ma Yuan, also known as Jack Ma. And Ma Yuan is actually a co-founder and chief executive officer of the Alibaba Group. The Alibaba Group is an e-commerce giant in China and even across the world now. Jack Ma, what does he have to say? Jack Ma, whose original name is Ma Yuan, has this to say, and I quote, "No matter how tough the chase is, you should always have the dream you saw on the first day. It will keep you motivated and rescue you from any weak thoughts." That's it on today's episode of your favorite #1 technology show, Tech In, Tech Out. My name is MD Tiamiyu. I appreciate you for staying tuned till next week that I come your way again on your favorite show, Tech In, Tech Out. My name remains MD Tiamiyu. Stay digital.